Hi, it's me again, Dr. Mattia Griezmann, and I hope I'm not exhausting this subject, but it came up in treatment. Yesterday, someone was talking to me about her menopausal symptoms, and she asked me what I'm doing for mine. Fun fact. um, so, you know, it's something that people keep asking me actually in general, and here's the thing. There's certain things that I think should be done or could be done better, and I shared that in one of my last videos. But what one person does versus what another person does isn't what's relevant. I don't use hormones. I've never used hormones. I don't believe in using hormones, at least for myself. There are times when I've used them with patients when it's been extremely necessary and there was no other way to deal with the situation. But in general, I'm just not a fan. So here's the thing. How do you go into menopause? What was your condition before? That's what matters. Menopause, we all know all the things that happen to us in menopause. Okay, so our hormones go down, our tissues get drier, our hair it changes texture, our skin changes texture, we get hot flashes, we could have palpitations, our nervous systems are not what they used to be, and so forth. So how we decide to treat that can't be the same way. That's the beauty of Chinese medicine versus Western medicine. Because in Western medicine, it's kind of like one size fits all for certain kinds of things. So if women go to an MD and they seek treatment for menopause, yes, they'll take hormone levels and they'll distribute the hormones a bit differently from patient to patient. But what about all of the subtleties and the nuances that we pick up in Chinese medicine? What about all the different kinds of diagnoses that we look at in that way? You have to account for those things in order to decide what to do in terms of the menopause itself. So for me, I was born with a certain condition with my kidneys. I think I've shared that a million times online. And that's something that I will have to support for the rest of my life, my kidney system. In Chinese medicine, we look at it in that way. In Western medicine, I've been surgically changed and that's it, I'm done. But that wasn't the story for me, and it isn't the story for many people. So I have to take herbs that support the kidney system as we look at it in Chinese medicine, and then on top of that, I blend what that is with other things that help my tissues, which help my hair, my nervous system, and so forth. So I take a formula that I made actually for people who have IC, but I use it for all kinds of different conditions, and it's only one of many formulas. I take that, and I take different supplements. I don't know how much detail to go into, to support other conditions that I have. Thought I was going to share, but maybe I won't. And it's very simple. I take 2-3 things a day, a couple times a day, I'm done, and I feel great. No problems with my metabolism, no hot flashes, I sleep great, my energy's great. Everybody has a bad day sometimes, and I do too, but in general, I think great, I feel great, and I don't worry. So if you want to get help in regards to Chinese medicine, or any medicine really, for something like menopause, don't look for a one-size-fits-all. There isn't one. There's not one for IC, there's not one for other chronic conditions, and there's definitely not one for even the standard things that happen to us in life. We're all unique. That's what makes life great. We're all unique. So I'm going to leave it at that, and I hope there'll be a lot of commentary. Maybe I'll share more in the commentary. We'll see. It depends on my mood. And yeah, leave us comments, questions, anything that's on your mind. All right.